doing some testing, I unplugged the trailing coils and it ran exactly the same. Then I plugged the trailing coils in and disconnected the leading coils, and trailing one decided to practically melt. When I put the infrared sensor on it, it was at 120 degrees. So something is up. So these coils are coming out, and I'm going to put the FD coils in just for testing purposes, and I'm going to see if I can get it running. At this point I'm hoping it's an ignition issue rather than a throttle body intake problem. So plan is change those to FD. And the other thing that has me a bit worried is the few igniters, not igniters, the crank angle sensors. Is the shielded wire I'm using big enough? I hope so. Alright, let's get on with it. Okay, we've made a quick bracket to hold factory coils on there. I also have to add the igniter and the suppressor, condenser, whatever. This was what was on here. This one, for some reason, out of the blue, after hours and hours of running, suddenly decides to like cook itself. I don't think it's dead. It still looks alright on the back, but not as good as the other ones. You can see there is some heat discoloration there, so it may be dead. Fix the ignition issue. The other thing is I'll have to change the crank angle sensor wire, which is shielded. Oh yeah. Just got to wire shit up and test. Voila. Right. Now I just need to sort out the wire and take care of this. Get something that goes into these things, and then I can get my power and my signal and everything I need to run these in the igniter. So let's get on with it. Hopefully we get back out testing before the weather goes nasty again. Alrighty, we've got the engine with 15 amp C, 15 amps, and then that's black white, and then the condenser. So intersection from the power in condenser joins that one, earth to battery, runs to the coils and the igniter, so 15 amps should take care of it. Condenser, shielded wires for the section which I've got, and we should be good to go. Igniter wire should fit, hopefully. Okay, the coils made no difference. In fact, the stock coils ran significantly worse. Now I have to change the coils back. Something else is becoming apparent. When the revs drop below 1200 RPM, vacuum drops away to almost zero. There could be a flaw in my intake manifold. Perhaps the volume of the plenum or the size of the ports is causing poor inlet velocity, resulting in the symptoms that I'm getting. The factory intake manifold is divided into primary and secondary ports. The throttle body opens the primary ports first with a small butterfly, which would give maximum primary port velocity for atomizing fuel, which is injected at the primary port. My manifold and throttle body supply all the ports at the same time, but still only injecting fuel at the primary ports. Perhaps the slow intake velocity, by half I guess, is enough to ruin the flow of fuel. To see if I could improve low speed engine response on my intake manifold, I made 2 rubber bungs and blocked off the secondary runners. The extra inlet velocity improved the response enough for me to forge ahead. The solution is to modify the existing manifold by closing the secondary runners off until 1500, 2000 RPM, and then all of them.